Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Welcome to day 2 of math. Day 2 of math from my home classroom. It's much smaller than our big classroom, though. But it still works okay. It does. Alrighty, guys. So for today, we're going to kind of continue on what we were starting on yesterday. We're going to be talking about shapes. If you notice, I have a different shape up here on my whiteboard now. So it's a little bit different, but there's still some similarities. There are still some things that can be considered the same as this guy. What's his name? Rectangle. You got it. And this guy. There are things that can still be considered the same. And in fact, you know what? Mrs. Froman messed that one up. She did. Boo boo. I see him. He's up there. He's hanging on my wall. He is. He is. All right. I got to do this one better because keep in mind, he is part of the SSS club, so I have got to make sure I do that right. I've got to. Okay, so there are some similarities, but there are definitely some differences between these shapes. Definitely. So, what are some of the similarities that you see? Well, how are these the same? How is it? Well, first of all, what's his name? He is a triangle. You got it. How is a triangle the same as a rectangle? How is that? Well, hopefully you're noticing something about my triangles. Do they all have those walls or those sides? They do. They have nice straight sides, just like our rectangle and our square. They have nice straight sides. They both do. You're right. What else do they each have that is the same as each other? All right, be looking at some of those things that we remember from yesterday that they all have. Oh, you got it. Those corners. Does he have a pointy corner? He does. He's got pointy corners just like these guys do. They may not be exactly the same, but they are corners. So yes, triangles, squares, and rectangles all do have corners. They have part where 2 points come together. So they have corners. That's true as well. Do we have anything else the same, or do we need to start looking at things that are different now? Let's go ahead and start looking and see if there's anything different, because there's something really pointing at me that we're different. We're different. And what would that be? What is it that you know is very different about our triangle friend versus our rectangle friend? How many sides did we say a rectangle had? Do we remember? He has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. You got it. A rectangle and a square both have 4 sides. They do. Does a triangle have 4 sides? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. No, a triangle only has 3 sides. He only has 3. So that's one way that they're different. Another thing that you might notice that is different is that their corners. Oh, do we remember what a square corner is? Oh, if you remember what a square corner is from yesterday, show me. Show me a square corner using your body. Show it to me. Show it to me. Boom! You got it. A square corner is going to have those straight sides, and it's going to kind of make an L. To be a straight corner, he's got to be, or a square corner, excuse me, to be a square corner, he has to have those straight sides that line up very nicely. So, I see an issue. Oh, okay, I'm gonna erase these so we don't get too confused. I want you to just look at these 2 triangles up here. Do you see any square corners? I mean, this is a triangle. That's not a square. So do you see any square corners? I mean, oh, you do? Where? Where do you see a square corner on a right there. Yeah, you're right. That is a square corner right there, and he's part of a triangle. He absolutely is. So sometimes triangles can have some square corners, but they can also not have any square corners. They can just have regular corners that do not make a square corner. Okay? So, nice eyes. Good job, guys. Good job. So, yes, they have, sometimes a triangle can have square corners, But other times it's just a corner. The main thing that we know is different, though, is how many sides does a triangle have? 1, 2, 3. Always has 3 sides in comparison to the rectangle and the square that have how many sides? You got it. 4. You got it. All right, guys. So you're doing pretty good there. You know a triangle has 3 sides. You know that a square and a rectangle and a triangle all have sides. They also all have corners. Some might be able to be a square corner. Square corner. What if I throw in this guy? Ooh, Nelly. All right. Okay. We know what shape that is. We love this shape. This is like the shape we started learning in preschool. He is like our favorite shape. What is the name of the shape? Get ready. A circle. You got it. We love circles. They're just awesome to draw. They're fun to play with. They're just awesome. How is he the same or different than them? I bet we can come up with a lot of ways that he's different. But can we come up with ways that he's the same? A square, a triangle, a rectangle, and a circle are all what we call what? What are all 4 of those? They are all shapes. You got it. So they're the same in the fact that they are all shapes. They all belong to being in a shape club. However, and they all do have sides. They all have a wall. They all have a wall that keeps everything inside. They all have sides. But is his side, the circle side, the same as a rectangle side? They're not the same at all. Nah. His sides are nice and straight. His sides are nice and straight. They're made by lines and sticks. His are not. He has what we call curved sides. A circle has no corners. That's another one. He doesn't have any corners because he doesn't have any sides. Corners are formed when 2 sides come together. Then we get our pokey part. Poke, poke, our little corner. He never has that. He never has 2 sides that come together to form a corner. So a circle does not have a corner. He only has curved sides, but he does have sides. So don't let that one get you. He has sides, but they are curved, and he does not have any corners. Alrighty, guys. There's one other thing when it comes to shapes that we have got to remember. In order to be a shape, it has to be... What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm turning them into not shapes. Well, how am I doing that? I'm making them no longer closed. I opened them up. They cannot be open. To be a shape, they have got to be closed. They have to be closed. They do. If we want to be able to, they have to have those connections. Otherwise, they are not a shape. They have to be closed. Okay? So, my last thing that I'm going to, and here's your warning because you know I'm getting ready to go to the club. Why do we call the square part of the Triple S Club? What do you have to be a square? And only so many people get to be a square. So, what do you have to be a square? You have to have the same size sides. You got it. You have to have the same size sides to be a square. And can you see why not very many people get in that club? Because are his sides the same? Nope. Are his sides the same? Nope. Are his parts, I guess? He doesn't really have, I mean, their curved sides is a little harder, but they're not the same. They're definitely not the same. So, you can see why you got to be pretty special to be able to be part of the Triple S Club. And that's why only squares are allowed in it. Squares are the only ones that have the same size sides. So, Mrs. Froman's never been allowed into the Triple S Club. Sadly, she doesn't have the same size sides, so she never gets to go into the Triple S Club. All right, would this guy ever get to go into the Triple S Club? Nope. He doesn't have the same size sides. Ooh, but he does have... Ooh, check out his corner. Check out that corner. What kind of a corner is that? Ha ha ha. Whew. Square corner. Let's see if we can make him fit. Ha ha ha. Square corner. Yes, he does. He fits nicely. If I could just make him hold, I'm afraid I'll squish him. He's just foam. You can really bend him. So yes, but he has a nice square corner. Okay, guys. All right, so you do have an assignment today. It is kind of a little bit of yesterday's mixed in with a little bit of today's, so it's a front and a back and then a front of a page, but it's not too long. It's not too hard. It's kind of drawing me some shapes. One of the things you're going to have to do, and it can get a little bit tricky, is that one of them is going to ask you to draw a shape that has 4 sides and 4 corners. Well, who has 4 sides and 4 corners? He does. Sweet. But so does he. He has 4 sides and 4 corners. But if you look right next to that one, it's going to also ask you to draw a shape that has 4 of the same size sides. So you know who they want there. They want the special one. So you'll know which ones you're supposed to be able to draw where, okay? Alrighty, guys. So yes, you do have an assignment today. Yes, you're going to be able to do very, very well. However, during my office hours, if moms have any questions or dads have any questions or you have any questions, please, 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 you can call me or you can send me a video on Seesaw. You can do any of those things to be able to reach me, okay, guys? And we'll get you figured out. We'll get it figured out easily. All right, guys. Otherwise, that was your last, no, not your last math video. I'm thinking of reading. I will send another video tomorrow. That'll be short, but you won't have an assignment tomorrow. So we'll only do 2 assignments a week, but I am going to send videos just because math can be a little bit trickier. Math can be a little harder. Alrighty, guys. Keep working hard. We'll talk to you later. Bye.